In 1851, the American whaling industry was more than a business. It was a way of life, and for many men the ocean offered something the land could not: purpose, escape, and the promise of transformation. That's where our story begins, with a sailor named Ishmael arriving at the harbour, surrounded by towering ships, salt air, and the sound of ropes creaking against the wind. Like many sailors of the time, he signs on for a whaling voyage, accepting the danger as casually as he accepts the cold. It's a decision that seems ordinary in the moment, but will lead him into one of the most infamous hunts in literary history. Before the ship ever leaves port, Ishmael meets Pequod, a skilled harpooner and a man completely foreign to him at first glance. Soon, Ishmael and Pequod stand before the Pequod, a whaling ship built for long voyages and violent seas. The ship is massive, weathered and heavy, with the feeling that it has seen too much already. And then, Captain Ahab enters the story. Ahab is not simply a captain. He is a man marked by something deeper than leadership, something closer to obsession. Captain Ahab gathers the crew and holds up a gleaming piece of gold, letting it catch the light like a promise or a curse. He declares that the first sailor to spot the great white whale and cry out Moby Dick's position will be rewarded with that coin to be found. Then come the warning signs. The sea grows unnaturally calm, the sky darkens, the crew becomes uneasy, and finally, the moment arrives.
There she blows.
Moby Dick is spotted. Ahab gives the order and the chase begins. The Pequod surges forward. Whaling boats are launched into violent waters, and the men row with desperation, pulled forward by Ahab's obsession. But Moby Dick does not behave like a normal whale. He does not simply flee. He turns, he fights back. The final battle is chaos. Boats are shattered, men are thrown into the sea. The water becomes a storm of foam, wreckage, and panic. And at the center of it all stands Ahab, determined, furious, and blind to everything except the whale. In the end, Ahab raises his harpoon, gripping it like a weapon of destiny. It is his final act. The Pequod is struck. Water floods in. The great vessel tilts, creaks, and finally sinks beneath the waves, taking almost everyone with it. The ocean, indifferent and unstoppable, claims the ship as if it were nothing more than driftwood. And then, silence. In the aftermath, only Ishmael remains. Floating alone, surrounded by emptiness, he clings to a piece of wreckage, the only thing keeping him alive. A rescue ship eventually appears on the horizon, and Ishmael is saved. And that is the lasting power of Moby Dick.